right, guys, it's the debut. Tristan, yeah, that's my name. You guys, if you have watched all the videos, you saw a little bit about me on the travel blog, but it is the official day that Maddie has welcomed me to the channel.
Like you said, my name is Maddie DiCarlo. This is Tristan. Welcome to my channel. Just a little backstory of why we're talking on this topic. A lot of girls pretty much ask me, that's only girls, and it's a girl thing for sure. But I thought it'd be cool to get both of our perspectives on how girls kind of analyze and process how you know, quote unquote, someone's the one, and then hearing from a guy's standpoint how you know they are the female is the one. I've kind of walked through that with my mind and analyzing it, and then have spoken on it a few times and thought, since I was being asked it a few times, that it would be a good thing to bring to the channel. So without further ado, Tristan, how did you know I was the one?
Oh man, hopping straight into it. I want to say the importance of singleness before you get into that relationship is really important, because you need to, one, have a relationship with God, and then two, know what it is that you want in a spouse. So let me just preference that. The season of singleness is super, super important. And for the people who heard a little bit of Maddie and I's pre-story of where I asked her out and she denied, there was nothing more important for our relationship than those 6 months of me thinking I got denied and never talking or communicating with Maddie. And then her reaching out after the fact. We were able to grow individually in that time. Even though we never knew we would talk or date again after that, there was nothing more important for Maddie and I's relationship now than that time period. Secondly is, for me, and I know Maddie did the same, we both created a list. That is the importance of knowing what we want and just not settling. God is a great God, and he's going to give the person that you dream about and you have created a list about. When you meet that person, I think the importance of transparency and like being able to communicate what it is you're looking for and the seriousness of the relationship. Don't just hop into something just because you want to be in a relationship. On both of our hearts, the next person we would date was going to be the person we were going to marry. And so from day one, the transparency between Maddie and I were just, if this isn't working, like, let's not drag it out. Maddie did a video of us waiting till marriage. Maddie and I don't have a physical bond holding us together, a soul tie. Yeah, it would still be emotionally hard, but it's a lot easier to break ties if it wasn't what Maddie and I wanted.
Just to jump back on the list, it's not a list of physical features. It's not, I want someone with this tall and this color hair and these color eyes. It's lists of things you want in a husband. I'm trying to think of an example.
Good with children, had a relationship with their family.
Through that list, you have purpose in your dating, because dating isn't just, let's go to a fun bar and have a good time. It's, okay, let's go, I don't know, let me meet your family so I can analyze on my list, are you hitting these check marks? And it's not this brutal pass or fail, there's fluidity, but like truly, God is a provider, and if there's stuff not on the list that you already prayerfully put down, then you know that God gave you that list for a reason, and you need to stay true to that list. Both of us, when we made our lists separately, obviously, we're both in like intimate moments of prayer with God. That it wasn't just of our human flesh, but it was the Holy Spirit speaking through us of who we wanted and what we needed from a husband and wife for our future.
Definitely a wife for me. I kind of lost my train of thought.
You're good. That was great. I loved it.
I forgot what I was saying.
We'll transition. I will go on how I knew he was the one. And I think girls are very much more structured when it comes to that, which men are so blessed with almost this like presence of they just know, where girls are like, no, I can't just know and just follow through with it. We have so many other things going through our mind and constantly thinking through like, okay, well, if this doesn't work, then I'll do this. And I don't know, you females will know exactly what I'm saying. I came up with 4 things that I needed besides a list. Like 4 things that were must for me to see between Tristan and I. The first thing was friendship. Friendship came very naturally for him and I, and that's just, so 2 of them, friendship and chemistry. Those 2, you really shouldn't have to work on. They should just come naturally. You can maybe work on a friendship, but chemistry should come naturally. And I think both of those things, seeing that naturally with another person is a good indicator, like, okay, I could do my life with them. Because most of your life is just being friends with another human being. It is the same thing of living in a house with another person. You still are kind of roommates, but you live together for the rest of your life. So pick someone who you're going to enjoy life with, who you already have a good time with, so it's a fun life, yada, yada, yada. Going back, the third thing that I really wanted to see was me and Tristan go through an argument and how that worked itself out. Every relationship has fights. There always will be a problem and a hurdle you 2 have to get through together, but how do you get through that? And we can maybe go through another video of kind of how to healthily argue. I know we're not experts. We definitely put a lot of work and a lot of conversation into how we can do that in a healthy manner.
Let me throw in really quick. What that little bit looks like, we won't talk about it, but it's more of how we receive. Like if I raise my voice, like Maddie shuts down and then I don't get to hear her side of the story because she's scared.
Friends, it happened again. I ran out of storage. Thank goodness Tristan had his one, so we kind of don't remember what we were saying. I'm gonna just go to my 4th thing because I know I didn't touch on it yet. So the 4th and final thing is having the same beliefs, whether that is, Tristan and I both are Christians. We both believe in Jesus. Believe the same thing together, because realistically, you are going to have a friendship and you are going to want to walk with the same beliefs. You don't want to constantly be feeling things of your relationship with whatever God or whatever idol or whatever it is, and trying to relay that to another human being who's your closest human being and they don't understand it. I just truly think having a foundation of believing in the same thing has been our core this entire time. The most settling thing in my heart that, yes, I know Tristan and I will have arguments in our marriage, but God has placed us here together, and like if we trust and submit and surrender everything to God, He will take care of it. And we don't have to sit here stressing on, oh my gosh, is Tristan the one? What if he isn't the one? Am I marrying the wrong guy? You know, God has given me this clarity and this peace in my heart, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. Now I can just stand confident and this is my person. And if things go bad, you go confidently working through it instead of like, is this even the route I'm supposed to go? That thinking should be gone the second marriage begins, or even really before marriage begins. Yeah. Any last things you want to say?
No, I was gonna say the final total moment for me is tying into our beliefs. Men and women are equal first off, like we work together as a team, but in a household,
It's not loud.
I'm sorry, a cat. In a household, there's a few decisions that falls on the man's shoulders. And in this season of like debating of when I was gonna propose, Maddie just stopped and like surrendered everything and really trusted me with like that I was hearing from God of what the timing was gonna be. And for her to like surrender a decision, one, let me know that she was like committing to me and she was ready for me, and two, just really put everything in my hands. Like, okay, like I can see myself with this person. She trusts me to make a decision to lead her life. And yeah, there will be times when I have to make decisions for our family. Not saying that she's not in the conversation. That was definitely a big moment of like her just, again, the trust piece.
Yes. We can also talk about that, what submitting to a husband and wife and dynamic looks like, but we'll wait till we're married before we do that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Please leave any comments on things you want to hear from me or from us. And yeah, really appreciate you watching.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.